We're all taught the same story in school, right? We're told, go to school, get good grades, land a good job. And then once you land that good job, climb the ladder, get promoted. But no one tells you what comes after you get promoted. No one tells you what happens after you get extra money coming your way. You hit the milestones, you earn the paycheck, and then what? Most people never learn what to do after success, right? So we chase achievements, we finally get there to where we want to be, but no one actually teaches us how to keep it. No one teaches us how to build wealth that actually is meant to last. And that's why I created this brand, this channel. We don't just talk about money, we talk about the systems that make it last, make it sustainable, the discipline, the order, the foundation. So here are 7 steps to build wealth that actually lasts. And hear me out. A lot of financial gurus are not going to like what I have to say. They're going to probably call the order that I say stupid or something like that. But to me, in my eyes, it's definitely the more practical way of doing it. Number 1, build your safety net. Before you invest in anything, stocks, crypto, or a business, you need to have peace of mind. Without peace of mind, everything else is basically just going to fall apart eventually. Save 1 month of your living expenses. Sorry, financial gurus out there, but 1K in an emergency fund is just not enough to be prepared for anything that comes your way. Sure, you get some flat tires, you have an emergency fund to fix your flat tires, and then it's gone. Then what? I understand the point of it is to adjust your mindset. Hey, I have $100,000 in a safety fund. That's one small win, and I can keep moving forward with the rest of the plan. But that's not realistic in today's economy, and we all know it. Mike Tyson said it best: everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And that is exactly what $1,000 in an emergency fund is going to do for you. Keep it accessible, but untouched. I like to keep mine in a high yield savings account with Marcus by Goldman Sachs, right? I have access to it if I absolutely need it, but I don't have a card or anything to swipe when I want to buy something impulsive. This isn't money for impulsive decisions, impulsive emergencies. This is the foundation that you're going to use if you absolutely need it. Without it, one setback can destroy years of progress that you've made. You can't grow in chaos, but you can definitely grow from stability. And that's what this step is all about. Number 2, eliminate high interest debt. Of course, in order to save, in order to invest, in order to grow, you need to get out of high interest debt. Debt kills freedom. Debt kills freedom, and it will continue to kill freedom if you are not getting out of the high interest debt that you have. It traps you in the past and it makes you work today for yesterday's mistakes. And that's something that we just don't want to do. Start with high interest debt: credit cards, payday loans, personal loans, hell, even some car loans. Anything above 8%, you want to get that out of there. Think of every dollar that you pay off as a guaranteed return of your peace of mind, right? Freedom isn't earning more, it's owing less. Once again, this is just my opinion, but I'm sure that there are some of you out there that agree with me. Number 3, match what's free. If your employer offers a match, you need to take it. It's honestly one of the few true cheat codes in finance. Even if it's long term, you're doubling your contribution instantly. Never walk away from free growth. Rule number 1 should be no money left on the table or else, honestly. Number 4, simple, and that is to expand your emergency fund. Now that you have your 1 month saved up and you're starting and you paid off your high interest debt, now we're going to increase that emergency fund that you have. Because your safety net is secure and your debt is handled, now we definitely need to build that buffer. 3 to 6 months of expenses if you're employed, that's pretty good. If you are self-employed or a freelancer, 9 to 12 months is a much more sustainable or a much more practical saving amount emergency fund that you need to have. Think of this as your freedom fund, the power to walk away from what doesn't serve you or to pivot when your life demands it. Not everyone is meant to stay in the same job and do the same thing for the duration of the time that they are working. Money It can't buy happiness, but what it can buy you is options. It can buy you options when you need to make that pivot. You need to change jobs. You need to change locations. It buys you the freedom to do what you need to do for yourself. Number 5, use tax efficient investments. Protect your profits. The wealthy don't run from taxes. They understand it, and depending on their level of wealth, they find a way to even avoid it. Use tax advantage accounts, a Roth IRA, an HSA, or whatever your country allows you to use. 529. All of these are great tax advantage accounts that you can use. Let your money grow untouched so it can continue to compound quietly while you continue to just live your life. So get the money in there, pick your investments. We'll have a video coming later about how to actually set up a Roth IRA, because everyone always talks about, hey, you need a Roth IRA, but no one actually tells you how to set it up, because it's not drop your money in there and it's good to go. You need to go in there and pick your investments in order for you to actually start earning from the money that you put in there. Number 6 is simple. It's to clear up the remaining debts. Like I said, we paid off our high interest debt, but we still have other debts that we need to handle if you haven't handled them already. Low interest debts like student loans, or maybe your lower car payments, even your mortgage, those are all lower interest debts that you can handle. But what we're going to do is we're going to handle them strategically. You can pay them down or you can invest that money. I've seen it many times and I've done it myself, where instead of paying down debt faster, yes, this way is not practical, but it is really depending on what brings you more peace and purpose. For me, it was better to save the money and invest it and let it grow, then take that and pay a lump sum on my student loans. That worked for me. I was okay with accruing a little more interest in order to pay it off much faster. For example, I had a $20,000 student loan. Instead of paying $100 extra dollars here to try to eliminate some of the interest, what I did was pay the minimum and I saved everything else in a high yield savings account. And when I had enough to finish paying off the loan, I cut several years and several $1,000s off interest because I paid one lump sum. It was paid off much quicker. And the extra money that I was going to put towards it grew, which made it faster for me to actually pay it off. That's just what I find to be practical for my situation, but that is not the case for everyone, and I understand that. The purpose here is to not let debt linger. You don't want your debt to linger and sit around and continue to incur interest over and over and over as the months go by. Debt clouds your mind, and honestly, a cloudy mind cannot build an empire. So if you want to start something, you want to build something, your wealth, whatever, all the debt is not going to help you because it's going to be clouding your mind. Number 7, invest in yourself. I cannot say this enough. I cannot say this enough. This is a step that most people skip. I don't know why, but most people do. The one that separates the investors with the right mindset from everyone else. Because the best investment you'll ever make is in yourself, whether it is your health, your wealth, your habits, your mind, or your mission. Without investing in yourself, you're not going to be able to thrive the way that you want to. I talk about it here all the time on this channel. Read daily, journal honestly, train your body, continue to, build your health so that you're able to be there for your loved ones in the future. Speak kindly, be fully present in the moment and with the people that you love, and stay away from the distractions that, drain your energy, the lust, the noise, the comparison to others. Worry about yourself, improve yourself, and everything else will just fall in line to your purpose, what you want to happen with your life. Your health fuels your wealth. Your love fuels your happiness and gives it meaning, right? And your purpose gives you direction. The path to wealth isn't a sprint. It's a disciplined walk, really. Step by step, brick by brick, pillar by pillar. By focusing on the different aspects of life, the core pillars here on this channel is what we call it: your health, wealth, your love, your happiness, and your purpose. That's the method that we like to follow here. We don't chase success, we build it. Subscribe for more lessons, and welcome to the Investors Guild.